Hi, it's Jochen here, the online agent. And in this section, I'm going to talk about the remarketing tag and conversion events inside your Google AdWords account. And these are very important for later so that we are able to remarket to those people who went to your website and didn't take any action. Because just like Facebook does, Google also can record all these visitors. They won't tell you who they are, but they record it internally and keep the data so you can use it to give them another ad later, which we call retargeting. And as I mentioned in various different places here in this training, that retargeting is really, really important because that's where you can make probably more money than in the initial first targeting. What we do is we go here to tools. Firstly, I'm going to show the conversion event and Google Analytics. We already in a bonus module, I showed you how to set up the Google Analytics account and add this property here. Now I'm just going to show you how to connect these two to each other. We just go to Google Analytics. We have the landmark. It shows you the website statistics that you can monitor. I just started the campaign only yesterday. Already I'm getting some traffic. All we do here in this step is now Google Ads linking. I'm going to link it to the appropriate account, which is this one here. Switch it on and click on link accounts. And this step is already done. So later we can create remarketing audiences. I'll teach you in a different section. Now you see they are linked. So the next step that we will do is still under tools, measurement, the conversion event. Conversion, remember, is a specific action that a user has performed and not just a website visit. Maybe he has downloaded something, he has given contact details, he has called you from the call extension or whatever it might be that you want to track. We can set up a new conversion event. If you want to monitor phone calls from your ads with the ad extension, you can use this one. App we don't need, so we will obviously choose website here, which activity you want to track. In this case, I want to track my page view of the download page, which means he has downloaded the e-brochure or the floor plans, etc. So the category that we can use is now if you can track whether he submitted a lead form, but in my case, I want to track here for my remarketing later the page view of the download page. Give it some name that you can recognize it by, download page, I call it, under value. So this is just a counter for e-commerce. This might be different for different actions. We could sell different products. For us, I just use 1 for 1. So it's easy to count. This one here, if the same lead comes back again, and maybe first time he downloads the floor plan, the second time the e-brochure, I don't want to count him as 2 people, but as 1. So we will change this to 1 here. Likewise, the click-through sometimes can come a bit later, so I prefer to change it to 90 days instead of only 30. This is fine. You can leave the default. Now important is enable CPC. Please disable this. In the bidding strategy section, I've explained to you why, because manual is simply better. Watch that section if you haven't or you can't remember. So if you are able to copy paste, you can do it yourself, as we have done in many other instances. Else you can also email the tag to yourself or to your web developer if you have one. And there's also a Google Tag Manager that can help you to install it as well. But I mean, copy paste is easy enough. So the global site tag we already have installed. I have shown you how to do that. We simply want to add this conversion event now when the page loads. All I need to do is copy. I go to my ClickFunnels account and select the download page. This is exactly the same as in the previous section that I've shown you how to do the ad account and analytics connection in here. You added the page. Then once the page is loaded under settings, tracking code, remember we already posted this here. So we just append this at the end, paste, and it's done. Remember to save the page. Just as a reminder for the overall account that is applicable to all pages is you don't have to do every single page again and again. It's in the overall funnel under settings. We have the body tracking code here. That's applicable to all the pages, which is the Facebook pixel code we have here. So the next thing I'll show you is how to install the remarketing tag. As I mentioned several times, it's very critical that you have this so we can remarket to this audience later who didn't submit a contact or didn't take any action. How to do that? Under Tools, Shared Library, Audience Manager. Obviously, I had some previous ones already. Here you see remarketing. These are lists of people that I can remarket to. But in order to generate these lists, we have to go to audience sources. If it's the first time you do this, this might be blank for you. So we're connected to Google Analytics, YouTube in my case, and the Google Ads tag. That's the one that we are discussing here right now. If it's blank, we'll show you something like set up new one, and you have the icon here once it's existing to edit it or see the details. Obviously, I didn't have any hits yet because I haven't even installed it yet in the first place. So the tag setup is below here. And it's another one of these where we can copy paste, or if you can't copy paste, email to your web developer. I'll show you how to do it yourself because I assume many of you will not have a web developer. You have to scroll down, copy this code, go to your ClickFunnels account, under settings, add this at the end here. You don't have to understand it, don't change it. It's all done for you. Paste, and then don't forget to save it. Save it, and we're done here. On this side, there's also nothing more to do. We have installed the remarketing tag. Now Google will get to know every single visitor on your website, and we can later, in a different section, I'll show you how, we target different ads to them. For example, saying, hey, you checked out our website, but you didn't submit the last 3 days in order to sign up for a preview. Sometimes the user actually might wonder, oh, how does this know that I visited this website 3 days ago? These are the wonders of technology. So make sure that you have installed your remarketing tag. I'll see you in the next section.